Hi, everybody. I'm Michele McBride, and I am the morning host and public affairs director at Brookdale Public Radio 90.5 The Night. And I have a very special opportunity to speak to somebody about something I think is going to be important to a lot of us, especially as things shake out over the next few months, years or so. And that is Dr. Joan Ali Scocco, and she is the Dean of Continuing and Professional Studies, the Center for Career Development here at Brookdale Community College. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you for having me, Michelle. Happy to be here.
Now, when I say that this will be of interest to a lot of us, there's a lot of changes going on in the world, and especially work-wise, I think for a lot of people, they may be checking out some new avenues. And if you're not familiar with CPS at Brookdale Community College, it's almost impossible to sit here and tell you all that they have going on there. And Joan, we were going to talk about some of the different programs you have, and there's such a wide range. But where would you start if you were telling somebody about CPS? What's one of the programs you would begin with?
So one of the biggest areas that we anticipate growth in, for obvious reasons, is healthcare. And so what we have is short-term training credentials that can get people into jobs in the healthcare field quickly. Many of them are prerequisites then for nursing programs. And so we are able to have a pipeline, help the pipeline of healthcare workers that will be very much needed.
And
So
that encompasses an awful lot too, even
it,
beyond nursing and such.
correct, it does. We have patient care technicians, certified nurses aide, home health aide, medical sonography. It is a wide range, medical assistant, and then there's office workers, medical coding and billing. We also, when you think of healthcare, you don't think of network technology, but
Right.
every hospital, right, has network technology or office assistants. So the growing number of jobs in the field really cut across many of our offering sectors.
And you offer everything. You you just mentioned I don't even know how many, and that's just mind-boggling. It's fantastic. Now, to find out more about some of the healthcare offerings you have, it's brookdalecc.edu/continuinged/healthcare. Now, it doesn't end there, and as you mentioned, you do have technology and also some business classes and business programs. What are some of those?
So in the business programs, one of our most popular programs in terms of getting people into jobs is we call it the boss class. Think like a boss, right? So it's business office support. So it's the Microsoft suite and really enables people to have jobs anywhere, at a front desk or in a back office, being able to master Microsoft Word, PowerPoint. We have QuickBooks added in some of the sections of it. And in fact, there are many people that work at Brookdale that started as BOSS students. And so whenever I'm in a room, I say, how many of you were BOSS students? And even in CPS, probably 5 hands will go up. And
That's really
so
great.
it is probably the number one job, number one in terms of us putting people in jobs. We also get people real estate licenses. We have a very successful interpreting program. And we have technology programs where people can become network specialists. And again, those are areas of growth and opportunity for people. What we're seeing, Michelle, is that a lot of people who have been displaced in their jobs because of the pandemic are recognizing that the jobs that existed before are not jobs that they can go back to.
Right.
And so we really see ourselves as an important part of personal economic redevelopment. And so that people can come to us, and we anticipate there'll be funding through labor and workforce development. We have some scholarships for students. Some of our longer term programs are eligible for financial aid. And so there's help for students to reinvent themselves and get themselves back on track and into meaningful careers. And for some folks, it's a second act for them.
Right. Now, even from what you just mentioned, learning Microsoft Suite, it's great to even just learn it again. I know a lot of employers are testing and seeing your proficiency. And that is just something that's great to know. Now, also, this one, and working at Brookdale and being at Brookdale, I've seen this in action. Not everything is in the office, not everything else is in a building. You do also offer CDL classes, right?
Yes, we do. We have a partnership with Driver 160 Academy. And if you look over in lot one, you'll see the big rigs. And again, if, you know, during the pandemic, you know, the one thing that we all are excited about is when that truck pulls up with our boxes,
Right.
what did we get delivered today?
Good
And
point.
so logistics, even before the pandemic, logistics is a growing field in the area. And so we're very, very happy to have that partnership. And again, the job growth is phenomenal for those folks. So we're happy to have them back on the lot with our, you know, safe reopening.
Right.
Those folks require hands-on training, and so we're happy to have them in lot one, getting their hands behind the wheels of the big rigs.
That's exciting. And come on, you know what it's like. You did it.
I do know what it's like. So I did. I do believe that as a leader, you should never go, never send people where you wouldn't go. So during the fall, I took some CDL driving lessons, and it's pretty scary, but not as bad as it seems. And the instructors are excellent, and it's an awesome program.
It had to be fun too, right?
It was fun. It was really fun. I'm not going to lie. I couldn't get the smile off my face. It was really fun.
That's
So
fantastic. And of course, more about that at brookdalecc.edu/continuing ed. And I'd really, really like to talk about something else, and that's lifelong learning. Can you explain
absolutely.
what that is?
So here's the thing. So there's, you know, there's economic redevelopment, and then there's the heart of community renewal. And we have in Monmouth County very educated, lifelong learners, people who want to learn purely for the joy of learning.
Right.
And it's been difficult because we had to cancel a lot of the programs. We had a very robust tour and talk series where we would take people on buses to museums and such. And what we have been able to do is offer some of those remotely and provide support for people to be able to log in at home and get some of that. And we're confident that the same way that people really can't wait to get back out inside restaurants and museums and all that, as we come back post-pandemic and even during the pandemic, we're able to offer cultural enrichment. We're able to offer things simply for the joy of learning.
Right.
And we're finding that we have been, on a curated basis, really able to get people back interested in these kinds of things. People want to learn, people want to be together. And so I do see, as important as the career development is for economic development, is the personal enrichment aspect of it that lifelong learning offers.
I agree. And I look forward, you know, I work, I have kids. I look forward to a point where I can learn for fun and I can learn to enrich my life. And that's really exciting. I do remember looking through your offerings, and I can't wait for you to get back to that. It's really exciting. And, you know, soon we're going to be
And
back.
again, we do have, there's another link somewhere that I'm sure you'll get out there. We do have, let me find my link. We do have some lifelong learning offerings that are being done by Zoom. Again, it's brookdalecc.edu/lifelong learning.
Perfect.
We again have been incredibly successful getting things out by Zoom because people are home and they want to be involved and they want to be connected. And the Zoom platform has allowed us to do that even in lifelong learning.
And this is great. What better time? What better time to take advantage?
What better time?
And I do want to remind you, and Joan just said it as well, brookdalecc.edu/continuing ed. We didn't even touch on everything yet. So I urge you to go look at that. We're leaving out some important things: real estate, GED, different stuff, different offerings that you guys have, and different programs. So I urge you to please head to that link at brookdalecc.edu/continuing ed, find out a little bit more, and maybe plan for either that second act or learn something new. And Joan, thank you so much for being with me, Dr.
Thank you
Joan
so
Ali
much, Michelle.
Scocco.
Thank you.
And I look forward to checking out what you guys have and seeing those big rigs back on campus.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody. Thank you.